I'm baffled at the fact that you're baffled. I am surprised with the fact that you're surprised. Because I can promise you, someone within your life informed you of this very fact, and you chose to ignore them. Somebody told you that the FOMO that you were feeling, the popularity fallacy you got wrapped up in, was going to cost you more than it was ever worth. But you didn't understand that they weren't saying that as a figure of speech, saying that your opportunity costs that you are taking now are going to burn you in the future just so you can fit in. No, they weren't just talking about that. They were actively trying to tell you it literally was not worth what you were paying. Because luxury isn't luxury anymore. And you want to know how I know that? I grew up with people who knew what luxury was and informed me and showed me what it meant to have it. And it is a rare commodity today. Because what we have as luxury is a counterfeit to what it used to be. See, luxury, when my grandparents, your parents and their grandparents grew up, was a service. It was an experience. It was an ideal. It was someone giving their all, everything that they had, to provide you with the greatest of experience through service and item. Handcrafted wasn't a selling point on luxury in the 50s and the 60s and even as part of the 70s. It was the expectation. It was the norm. But now you allow someone to charge you, if it costs $600 to make a Birkin bag, $34,400 for that damn thing. And get mad when the Chinese factory had to come to you and tell you directly in your face while showing you the process they've been scamming you on that the whole thing's a scam, that Dior was never worth what Dior claimed it was. Enzo Ferrari made his career off of actively trying to rip what he called idiots off by selling them broken, shambled of dreams cars that weren't worth the price of tea in China. And you gave him money. You rapped about his brand. You had children selling their souls for the piece of crap red Ferraris that were going to break down on them within 6 months of them being upside down on the loan that they spent half their lifetime on. And you're going, oh man, I didn't see this coming. The next time you follow the word luxury, I want you to ask yourself a couple of questions. Does the product I'm receiving feel like someone bled, someone sweated, someone shedded tears over? Is the individual selling me this product willing to give me everything in the world if it doesn't go right for me? Prime example. I bought an Alfa Romeo Quadrifoglio. When my car breaks, the dealership I bought it from will come out to my house, send one of their guys to pick up my car from 2 hours away, bring it back to their shop, and leave me the donor. Is that what you get when your product's broken? No. Because you don't know what luxury is. You think luxury is particle board with a nice thinly veiled plastic countertop masquerading around as marble. And I'm not even rich. I'm broke. And yet I know from the car that I owned what luxury is. It's not about the car. It's about the service that comes with it. It's about the experience that you have with it. It's about the reactions that you get. And not just for the namesake of, oh my God, I got this cool item. Everyone thinks I'm so rare and exclusive. No, the beauty speaks for itself. And it's not about the rarity and the exclusivity of it. It's just that damn beautiful. Because, newsflash, you might think that car I named sounded really expensive. And at first it was. It was an $90,000 vehicle. Twin turbo, 504 horsepower all the way around. All-wheel drive. I got mine for 40. Luxury, true luxury, doesn't cost an arm and a leg. It comes from somebody who actually cares. That is what luxury is, especially today's age and era. It's care. It's not trying to find the most efficient and effective means in selling you a product. Because contrary to popular opinion, when people use those words, they're not talking about benefiting you. They're talking about benefiting themselves. Effective and efficient means cost effective for me. Efficient for my turnaround times, so I can keep selling you the same thing over and over again. You act like it's a privilege to buy from these corporations. You wonder why they spend all day trying to rip you off. Our grandparents' parents, they knew one thing. And it's what separated their products and the reality that they lived in versus ours. They understood fundamentally that it wasn't a privilege to buy from the corporation. But in fact, it was a privilege for the corporation to have you buy from them. And until you get into that mentality, you will never get anything that's worth what it should be worth. You will always be paying out the nose for plastic trash. You will consistently find yourself prey to interest rates that aren't worth the crap that they were written on, because the item that you got the interest rate for wasn't worth the crap that it was made of. And you will be forever mad and forever shell-shocked when you find out that that $40,000 and $50,000 price tag you paid wasn't worth $20. Self-respect is the first step in not getting ripped off. Remember that.